just like to speak to this. You have not answered my question. I said
Okay.
there are quite a number of people in the middle class, those who are
Yes.
quite knowledgeable,
Yeah.
but they pass a lot of comments on social media. But when it comes to when they are supposed to vote on the day of election, like the last by-election that you
Yeah.
contested as a senatorial candidate for Lagos East, the,
Yes.
the turnout was very poor. You
Very
know,
poor. Yeah.
yeah, very very poor.
Yeah.
And you know, um, what can be done to encourage those who are intellectuals to actually register? Because quite a number of them don't have PVCs. Yes.
Yeah, so again, that's what I had said earlier. I engaged some of the guys who were also in my team were serving at the time they registered for the election, and they had their PVC. One particular one of my very good friend, and is somebody Bola, registered in Calabar, so there was no way. Some other guys registered in other local government that were not in any of the polling units, where the by-election was happening. So you have people who, yes, are intellectual and all of that, but they don't have their, PVC cards. Is either they never got it, or some of them just got it and, they never use it beyond just using it as a national ID card. But most of the people are engaged, and just a lot of people who also are online have that same problem. And if you checked online, a lot of people are already talking about the fact that they want their PVC and they are going after their PVCs. So you have a lot of people who have crossed into voting age since the last time there was voters card registration, and that's been well over 5 years now. So you have new people who have crossed into that voting age, and they are the so-called Gen Z, or the new generation that you have right now, and they don't have voters cards. So a lot of the guys you see online on social media may not have, or they registered in different states, or they registered and they don't have their voters card. So but for those who have, I've given you the statistics that even in the last election, only about 35% came out to vote. So even the remaining 65% should still come out to actually vote. And how do we encourage them to do that? Some of them don't have, some of them they can't find there. So we need to engage the youth, we need to engage the electorate, those in the voting age, and educate them about the essence. And that's why it is important, first of all, to encourage them. And that's my mission for 2021, to encourage people to join political parties and be more visible, even at the local level, first of all,
Okay.
so that they are part of the conversation. And it's not just conversation on social media, but
Yeah.
conversation on ground. So if I am in Bariga, if I'm in Pedro, if I'm in Aja, if I'm in Victoria Land or Niru, or I'm at Alimosho, I can say this is the problem in Alimosho, and we can discuss how to solve it, rather than we wait until it is all about who becomes the president before we come out to vote. No, we should be able. Next year is going to be local government election, councillors and local government chairmen. This is the time for us youth to stand up and actually make a difference. There's 774 local government across the nation. I do not see a reason why the youth, a Nigerian youth, or the Nigerian youths do not occupy more than 50% of the local government in Nigeria. With the fact that we know that if we don't do it now, we will never be able to do it. So it is, the best thing to do right now is let us come out and run for councillorship and local government in 2021, and then begin the journey to 2023.